Are rising animal-human conflicts due to poor urban planning, or climate change is a debate that raises serious ecological, environmental, and policy-related concerns about the root causes of these increasing confrontations. Human-wildlife conflicts have escalated globally, with more frequent reports of predators entering cities, herbivores damaging crops, and aggressive encounters between people and animals. Some experts argue that poor urban planning, deforestation, and unregulated expansion into wildlife habitats are the main drivers of these conflicts. Others believe that climate change is forcing animals to seek food, water, and shelter in human-dominated landscapes, making confrontations inevitable. Urban expansion has led to fragmentation of natural habitats, restricting animals to smaller areas and increasing their proximity to human populations. As cities expand into forests, grasslands, and wetlands, animals are left with fewer resources, forcing them to search for food in human settlements. Roads, highways, and fences cut through migration routes, making it harder for species like elephants, deer, and big cats to move freely. Poorly planned urbanization often results in garbage dumps, open food sources, and artificial water bodies, attracting wild animals into cities. In many regions, urban sprawl has led to leopards, coyotes, and foxes adapting to city life, scavenging for food alongside humans. However, climate change is also playing a major role, altering temperature patterns, rainfall cycles, and resource availability, pushing wildlife toward human-dominated areas. Longer droughts and erratic weather have led to water scarcity in natural habitats, forcing animals like elephants and bears to seek water from human settlements. Warming temperatures are shifting migration patterns, leading species to move into higher altitudes or closer to coastlines, where human populations are concentrated. Rising sea levels are shrinking coastal habitats, displacing marine and semi-aquatic species, bringing them into contact with urban populations. Unseasonal weather changes affect plant growth and food availability, leading to herbivores raiding farmlands and predators following them into human areas. In regions like India and Africa, climate change has caused inconsistent rainfall, drying up grasslands and pushing large animals toward agricultural lands. Human settlements near protected areas often fail to include buffer zones, making direct encounters between humans and wildlife more frequent. Agricultural expansion and land conversion have eliminated natural prey for predators, leading to increased livestock attacks by wolves, tigers, and jaguars. Deforestation for logging, farming, and infrastructure removes critical cover and nesting sites, making animals more exposed and vulnerable. Unplanned urban growth without green corridors or designated wildlife passageways creates deadly barriers for migrating species. Some argue that while urban expansion is a significant factor, climate change is accelerating conflicts by altering natural ecosystems faster than animals can adapt. Rising temperatures have led to increased aggression in some species, as heat stress affects behavior and reduces food security. For example, heat waves have been linked to higher rates of human-wildlife conflict, with animals venturing into populated areas in search of cooler environments. Marine species like sharks, whales, and sea turtles are now appearing in unexpected locations due to warming ocean currents affecting their migration patterns. Mosquito-borne diseases, carried by animals, are spreading into new regions as climate change expands the habitat range of disease vectors. However, some scientists argue that human-induced habitat destruction is a bigger factor than climate change, since many species have historically adapted to climate fluctuations. Human activities such as illegal hunting, land clearing, and urban pollution directly push animals out of their natural habitats faster than gradual climate shifts. In regions like the Amazon and Southeast Asia, deforestation is displacing orangutans, jaguars, and other species, forcing them into human communities. Poor waste management also contributes to conflict, as urban garbage attracts wild animals, leading to increased dependence on human-provided food sources. Some governments have responded with aggressive wildlife control measures, such as culling, fencing, or relocation programs, but these often lead to unintended consequences. Relocated animals may struggle to find suitable habitats, leading them to return to human settlements or starve due to unfamiliar environments. Fencing and barriers can further disrupt migration routes, leading to increased deaths and fragmented populations that struggle to sustain themselves. In some cases, climate change and poor urban planning work together, intensifying the risks of human-wildlife interactions. For example, deforestation combined with climate-induced drought has caused elephants to raid farms in search of food and water, leading to deadly conflicts. Rising temperatures have forced polar bears to move inland, where they scavenge for food in Arctic communities, increasing dangerous encounters. Similarly, warming oceans have altered fish distributions, bringing sharks closer to populated coastlines and increasing the likelihood of attacks. As human populations grow, the challenge is finding ways to coexist with wildlife without further damaging ecosystems or putting people at risk. Some conservationists argue that creating wildlife corridors, restoring habitats, and implementing better waste management could help mitigate rising conflicts. Reforestation efforts and sustainable land use planning could provide animals with sufficient resources, reducing their need to enter human areas. Technology like motion sensing lights, non-lethal deterrents, and AI-powered animal tracking systems could help reduce encounters without harming wildlife. Urban planners must integrate wildlife-sensitive designs, such as green spaces, ecological corridors, and better zoning laws, to prevent unnecessary clashes. Better education and awareness programs can help local communities understand how to coexist with wildlife without resorting to lethal control methods. Governments should focus on both long-term climate adaptation strategies and immediate improvements in urban planning to address human-wildlife conflict. Ultimately, the debate is not just about whether urbanization or climate change is the bigger cause, but about how to balance human development with the survival of wildlife. The real challenge is ensuring that both people and animals can thrive in a rapidly changing world, without turning every encounter into a conflict.